There's a lot to break down here, including what happened during that historic meeting and what happens next. But let's begin this morning with Peter, who was in the room when President Trump and President Putin spoke about their meeting. Peter, good morning.
Laura, Joe, good morning to both of you. Those two leaders speaking very briefly. What was supposed to be a news conference instead turning into a pair of brief statements before the men shook hands and abruptly left the stage. But there are significantly a lot of new developments from overnight. President Trump early this morning posting on his social media site that he spoke by phone to Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky and to European leaders, and that, quote, it was determined, he says, by all that the best way to end the horrific war is to go directly to a peace agreement, he says, and not a ceasefire, which he says oftentimes do not hold up. But to be clear, a peace deal right now could give Russia the upper hand as it controls roughly 20% of Ukrainian territory. European leaders, they praised the president's efforts, but notably they did not echo his assessment that a peace deal was preferable to a ceasefire, threatening more stiff sanctions on Russia as long as the killing in Ukraine continues.
President Trump returning home to the White House overnight after that dramatic face-to-face with Russian President Vladimir Putin, without declaring an agreement on any specific issue, including what the president said was his top priority, ending the war in Ukraine. On Fox News, he was asked to detail a list of what he and Putin agreed on.
I don't want to do that. I want to see if we can get it done. You know, it's not a done deal at all.
Still, President Trump insisted the summit was a success on a scale of 1 to 10.
I think the meeting was a 10 in the sense that we got along great, and it's good when, you know, two big powers get along.
Following a nearly 3-hour meeting at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Alaska, the scheduled news conference lasted just 12 minutes, but the leaders took no questions and offered little clarity. Hours earlier aboard Air Force One, the president had set a seemingly high bar.
I want to see a ceasefire rapidly. I don't know if it's going to be today, but I'm not going to be happy if it's not today.
Later making this concession.
There's no deal until there's a deal.
Putin not backing away from his hardened view that Ukraine is to blame for the war, before making this offer to his counterpart in English.
Next time in Moscow.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
The abbreviated summit punctuated an elaborate red carpet welcome for the Russian leader. Presidents Putin and Trump walking off their planes almost simultaneously, Trump applauding Putin as he ended years of diplomatic isolation, before an extended greeting, a photo op framed by fighter jets, before a military flyover. Putin ultimately joining Mr. Trump in the presidential limo, the Beast, the two together without interpreters. In one of the day's most iconic images, Putin seen in the back seat, appearing to smile and laugh. Top Democrat Chuck Schumer slamming the visit, writing Trump handed Putin legitimacy, a global stage, zero accountability, and got nothing in return. The question this morning, what comes next? President Trump, who had hoped to convene a follow-up meeting here with both Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to reach a deal, now appearing to shift responsibility to the Ukrainians.
Now it's really up to President Zelensky to get it done. I didn't ask you about it. Not that I want to be there, but I want to make sure it gets done.
Again, early this morning, President Zelensky announced that he will be coming to the White House on Monday. If that meeting goes well, unlike their last Oval Office visit, of course, he will schedule another meeting with President Putin.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.